This picture, very uninspiring, was taken 5 years ago in Mountain View, California, where we started our company, Aspire. I had no experience in FinTech or commercial banking. All I had was a vision to build a financial technology platform that would help other entrepreneurs like myself. We have just bought a whiteboard. Back then it was still empty. We literally had no clue where to start. Last month, 5 years later, Aspire was named one of the top 100 most promising FinTech startups globally. We've grown our team to more than 500 people across Asia. We've raised more than 300 million from leading investors, and we've announced this year that we are profitable. How is that possible? How can a founding team with zero experience in financial services build in a space where a lot of experienced bankers fail? Today, I'm not here to tell you the usual story of me being a great founder with all the answers. In fact, I have very little answers. Today, instead, I'm here to share with all of you the biggest secret I've learned in this journey. The key to entrepreneurship is not about having the right answers, but about asking the right questions. Hang on for a second, you might think. For sure, to be a successful leader, you need to provide answers to your team to guide them forward. After all, right, that's your job as a leader, to give them answers so that they can progress and be successful. If I ask you to close your eyes for 5 minutes and think about a leader, what do you think? Let me guess. You are thinking about someone standing in front of a crowd, motivating the team, giving directions, answering questions. This is our natural instinct as we grow up as leaders. A team member comes to us with a problem or an issue, and you think about, let's jump in, let's give them the answer they need so that they can progress towards their goals. After all, you are the founder. They are coming to you exactly for answers. That's your job, right? What I've learned over the years and over again is that it's actually the opposite approach that creates the most value. Now, picture a completely different type of leader. She is bombarded with questions, but instead of shooting off answers, she takes a step back. She lets the team reflect. She goes to the gist of the issue and makes the team reflect on the assumption behind their thinking. Let's make it practical. It's Monday morning, you walk into office and one of your colleagues says, "Hey boss, I need your help. Is it more UX or pricing we should focus on for this new client?" You reply, "What do you think?" Your colleague continues, "Of course it's UX." You ask more. "Why do you think UX is so important for this client? Can you give me some examples? And which part of user experience is so important, do you think?" I'm not suggesting to not have opinions. Opinions and judgments are very, very important. What I'm advocating for is that your opinion shall be gently validated through questions rather than announced loudly and too strongly, right? After all, as a leader and founder, your ability to navigate the discovery and validation process of building something new is driven by the quality of your questions. This is even more important for the future. Think about it. A world dominated by artificial intelligence, right? ChatGPT can answer and churn out questions faster than you can blink. Your role, though, will be the same. Figuring out what are the right questions to ask them. What are the important ones? Another powerful reason to drive through questions rather than answer is that it keeps your team motivated. They're the one finding the answers, discovering, and figuring out what these valuable answers are. You are not the answer provider. You are the coach, the guide. This concept extends to hiring good leaders. I call it flip interview. The candidate basically leads through questions, and the interviewer replies. So you come out with a business problem, and most of the interview is about the candidate asking questions and sharing their thought process. You can learn so much about someone's critical thinking and leadership abilities by listening and seeing what they ask. So what is the main takeaway for all of you today? In the ever-evolving world of FinTech, technology, and startups, it's not about having all the answers. It's all about asking the right questions. Answers are just the result of it. As a leader, it's your job to let your team find those answers by guiding them through the right questions. So think about it. What are those open questions? Those topics that are still not clear, that you need to ask your team tomorrow to let them reflect and drive your strategy forward. Keep asking, keep exploring, and keep stretching the boundaries of what's possible. It's through the right questions that you will discover your path. And always remember, the best compliment you can get from your team is, great question, you made me think.